Britain's canals date back to the mid-1700s. That's when boats were pulled by horses. Nowadays, inboard diesel engines do the job, and the horse is a very rare sight on our canal towpaths. So, when circumstances brought together not only a working horse, but also an historic narrowboat, it was a double heritage treat for those of us at Frankton Locks during a sunny September morning. This is Cracker, owned by Stephen Rhys-Jones.
So I bought him in April, so we first put him on the boat in the middle of June, so he's still fairly new to the job. But I'm very pleased actually how he's gone today pulling Saturn, which is obviously slightly more a longer pull, it's slightly more difficult pull, but he's really got into the job very well today. I'm delighted with him.
Narrowboat Saturn is being steered by Mike Dutton.
Well, Saturn was the white van of its day. It operated from Ellesmere Port over the network of the Shropshire Union, which included Wolverhampton, Shrewsbury, Newtown, Llangollen, and it delivered goods to and from the Mersey port.
Was it very fast?
Yes, it was like a white van driver. Yes, it was a fast boat as opposed to a slow, heavy cargo boat.
What gave it its speed?
Well, the shape of the boat primarily. It's a very curved shape, it's very fine. And then the fact that it was run by 4 men, 24 hours, to a timetable.
Cracker had pulled Saturn to Frankton from Maysbury Marsh, and here there are 2 single locks, then a 2-chamber staircase to get up to the level of the Llangollen Canal. During the height of the canal era, there could have been several boat and horse pairs working their way simultaneously through these locks.
Whoa, Cracker! Whoa, boy! If you can take charge of that line, Richard. Walk on.
And this is where there's a lot of work needed with ropes. The horse has to stop before the tow rope gets tangled with the gate, but leaving enough momentum to carry the boat forward up to the end of the lock. Not too much momentum though, because there are no brakes, there isn't an engine, and so there isn't a reverse gear for stopping. This boat just glides along, apparently.
It does actually,
you have a job stopping it.
That's right, we do, yes. Much to my surprise, yes. Yeah, we took it too fast into one lock and we learned our lesson for the other locks. Yeah.
But it's absolutely silent. If we hadn't had that aircraft buzzing about overhead, this would have been absolutely silent passage of the locks, wouldn't it?
It's almost addictive. Yes, the silence is almost all invading something.
Yeah.
Good boy, walk on. Wow. Good boy, come on. Good boy, good lad, good boy.
Wow.
Good boy, well done, old son.
That's fantastic.
Well done. Less than 3 months doing it. Good lad, good boy, good boy.
You could expect the fly to come by at 6:30 or whatever time it was. Yeah.
So can you take a passenger ticket on it as well?
No, it wasn't a passenger boat. No, you've got to go back further in history to get onto passenger boats. The Duchess Countess actually lay at the top of these locks, a very similar shape to this, until the 50s, and a farmer broke it up. That was a passenger fly, with a knife on the front.
And why did it have a huge knife fixed to its bow? Well, quite simply to cut the tow rope of any boat that didn't get out of its way quickly enough. Absolute priority over every other boat. Well, here at Frankton, Mike Dutton, steering Saturn, the last horse-drawn Shropshire Union Canal flyboat, recalled Frankton's connection with another famous narrowboat, LTC Rolt's Cressy.
A chap called L.T. Rolt publishing a book called Narrowboat. It was really the start of the canals as we know them. And Narrowboat, the Cressy, was docked there, down below us, on the outside. It was actually one of these Shropshire Union boats, Cressy. And the importance, you can't really stress how important that was. And if you haven't read the book, you should have done.
Saturn is now in the lower chamber of Frankton's staircase lock, and Cracker's job has come to an end. So he's taking on some fuel before Sue walks him around the junction to the other side.
Did you know you were going to do this, Sue, when you decided to be a volunteer?
Definitely not, no. I didn't think I'd have the privilege of doing this. It's amazing.
You like horses, obviously.
I love horses, yes. And Cracker's a beauty.
Frankton's lockkeeper is Amy Allen.
But a historic breakthrough today, then?
Yes, we did see him go down the other day, but we didn't have the horse when he went down. So it's nice to see a horse come out.
Right?
The elegant footbridge across the staircase lock presents a bit of a challenge for the rope handlers.
With the railing fence, you really got to have somebody. Yeah, can you get on there? There we go.
Hopefully.
Right, I'm just tripping over now, Cracker. Tripping over. We're going to have something to eat now. Wait until we get to Steve. Okay.
A choice now. Sorry? Yeah. Drink first and let's let's get that off. Good boy, good lad.
Do you want this taken off or?
Well,
That was
I'm
amazing
really
taking him round there.
Really giving what he
You're wonderful, aren't you?
giving him the choice of what he prefers.
Yes.
Good boy, you're going to dress you now.
Oh.
Good boy. Good boy, well done. What have we got here? That was a nice bit of horse boating, Mike. Horse boating. Try if you can clean this, Sue.
Yes. Where's it on?